Administration. It refers to the management of governmental or public affairs. Aviation Security Group. In coordination with airport authorities, it secures all the country's airports against offensive and terrorist acts, supervises overall agencies involved in airport security operations, and enforces all laws and regulations relative to air travel protection and safety. Bow Street Runner. It is a detective force organized by Henry Fielding, appointed Justice of the Peace for the city of Westminster in 1748 and for the city of Middlesex in 1749. Together with his half-brother John Fielding, this later evolved into Scotland Yard. Carabineros de Seguridad Pública. It is known as the earlier version of mounted riflemen in the history of the Philippine police system. Civil Security Group. It supervises and controls the training and operations of security agencies and issues licenses to operate security agencies and to security guards and private detectives or the practice of their profession. Continental Theory. This theory states that the policemen are considered as servants of the higher authorities. This theory prevails among the continental countries like Spain, Italy, and France, where the form of government is centralized. Crime Laboratory. It is a support unit that provides scientific and technical investigative aid and support to PNP and other government investigative agencies. Crime Prevention and Coordination Service. It shall undertake criminological researches and studies, formulate a national crime prevention plan, etc. Criminal Investigation and Detection Group. It undertakes the monitoring, investigation, and prosecution of all crimes involving economic sabotage and other crimes of such magnitude and extent as to indicate their commission by highly professional criminal syndicates and organizations. Deployment. It refers to the orderly and organized physical movement of elements or units of the PNP within the province, city, or municipality for purposes of employment. DILG Secretary. He shall serve as chairperson of the National Police Commission. Disciplinary Appellate Board. It is the formal administrative disciplinary appellate machinery of the National Police Commission. Edgar J. Hoover. In 1924, he became the director of the Bureau of Investigation of the Department of Justice. In 1935, the Bureau was renamed and reorganized as the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and he became its first director. Under his leadership, the FBI was successful in preventing German and Japanese agents from obtaining information on the U.S. secret war plans during World War II. After the war, he led the U.S. in its fight against communism and the Cold War. Employment. It refers to the utilization of units or elements of the PNP for purposes of protection of lives and properties, enforcement of laws, maintenance of peace and order, prevention of crimes, arrest of criminal offenders, and bringing the offenders to justice, and ensuring public safety, particularly in the suppression of disorders, riots, lawlessness, violence, rebellious and seditious conspiracy, insurgency, subversion, or other related activities. Extra departmental plans. These are the plans that need the help or support of other departments, whether private or governmental agencies, to achieve the organizational aims and objectives. Forum shopping. It is known as the multiple filing of complaints against an erring officer of the PNP. Frank pledge or mutual pledge. It is the system that carried out policing in England around 1066 AD, which required all males over the age of 12 to join a group of 9 other neighbors to form a tie team. Guardia Civil. This was created last February 12, 1852 to partially relieve the Spanish Peninsula troops of their work in policing the towns. Guardilleros. It is a body of rural police organized in each town and established by royal decree of January 8, 1836. Health Service. It shall be responsible for providing medical and dental services for the PNP. Home Rule. It is the theory of police service wherein the policemen are considered as servants of the community. This is practiced in countries where the governmental structure is decentralized, like in the United States of America, England, and Philippines. Information Technology Management. It is responsible for the design, implementation, and maintenance of a database system for the PNP. Inspection, Monitoring, and Investigation Service. It examines and audits and thereafter establishes standards for such purposes on a continuing basis, the performance, activities, and facilities of all police agencies throughout the country. Inspector General. It is the highest ranking official in the Internal Affairs Service of Philippine National Police. Installations and Logistics Service. Each shall review the Commission's plans and programs and formulate policies and procedures regarding acquisition, inventory, control, distribution, maintenance, and disposal of supplies. Insular Police Force. It is the agency of the Philippine government that was founded last July 18, 1901, which was responsible for policing the entire archipelago. Justice of the Peace. This was created to supervise the shire, reeve, and the constable in carrying out their duties. It is composed of untrained men, usually nobles, who investigate and try minor cases. This became the senior law enforcement administrator in the parish. Legal Affairs Service. Each shall provide the Commission with efficient and effective service as legal counsel of the Commission, draft or study contracts affecting the Commission, and submit appropriate recommendations pertaining thereto. Logistic Unit. It is headed by a director with the rank of Chief Superintendent. The logistics unit shall be responsible for the procurement, distributions, and management of all the logistical requirements of the PNP, including firearms and ammunition. Management plans. These are also known as administrative plans. These include the vision and mission, organizational structure, functions, authority, and responsibilities of different officers and their personnel, and so on and so forth. Maritime Command. It performs all police functions over Philippine territorial waters and rivers. Mayor. He is the disciplinary authority that has jurisdiction over offenses which carry with them administrative penalties of withholding of privileges, restriction to specified limits, suspension or forfeiture of salary, or any combination thereof for a period of 16 days to 30 days. Metropolitan Police Act of 1829. It is the law that led to the creation of the first organized police force in England, which became the forerunner of the modern American police system. This was the innovation of Sir Robert Peel, the British Home Secretary. Modern concept. This concept considered police as an organ of crime prevention. The absence of crime is the yardstick of police efficiency. Today, this concept is more acceptable because it broadens the police activities to include the conduct of social service. Old concept. Under this concept, punishment is the sole instrument of crime control and the yardstick of the police efficiency is more on arrest. It means putting more criminals inside prisons rather than keeping them out. It looked upon the police as a repressive machinery. Operational plans. These are also known as work plans that are usually brief, giving both direction and time constraints to the line units in accomplishing given assignments. Organization. It refers to a group of persons working together to achieve a common goal. Orlando Wilfield Wilson. He is best known for his classic work, Police Administration, published in 1950. This book became one of the leaders in the field of police administration. He was a patrol officer during the time of August Vollmer in Berkeley, California, became chief of police in Fullerton, California, worked as professor at the University of California, and eventually became dean of the Department of Criminology, and finally became chief of police of Chicago. Parish Constable. It replaced the frank pledge or mutual pledge system. It was a royal official charged with suppressing riots and violent crimes. Plan. It is the process of developing methods or procedure or an arrangement of parts intended to facilitate the accomplishment of a definite objective. It is also the process of deciding in advance what is to be done and how it is to be done. Planning and Research Service. It provides technical services to the Commission in areas of overall policy formulation, strategic and operational forecasting of the things to be done. Pleb. It shall be the central receiving entity for any citizen's complaint against the officers and members of the PNP. It is the disciplinary authority that has jurisdiction over offenses which carry with them administrative penalties of withholding of privileges, restriction to specified limits, suspension or forfeiture of salary, or any combination thereof for a period exceeding to 30 days or dismissal. PNP Chief, he shall serve as the ex officio member of the Commission. PNP Reform and Reorganization Act of 1998. It is the title of Republic Act 8551. Police. It is derived from the word politia that means a condition of a state, government, and administration. It originated from a Greek word politeia meaning a government, citizenship, or the entire activity of a police or city. Police Community Relation Group. It implements plans and programs which promote community and citizens' participation in the maintenance of peace and order and public safety. Police Planning. It refers to the anticipation of actions of the police or law enforcement agency for its daily, monthly, quarterly, or yearly course of work and assignments. Public Safety Basic Recruit Course. It is the training course for Police Officer 1 applicants. Police Security and Protection Group. This shall provide security for government officials, visiting dignitaries, and private individuals authorized to be given protection by the government. RA 4864. It is otherwise known as the Police Act of 1966, which purpose is to achieve and attain a higher degree of efficiency in the organization, administration, and operation of local police agencies and to place the local police service on a professional level. RA 6975. It is otherwise known as the Department of Interior and Local Government Act of 1990. Span of control. It is the ability of a person to manage, control, and supervise a group of individuals. Special Action Force. It functions as the mobile strike force or reaction unit to augment regional, provincial, municipal, and city police forces for civil disturbance control, counter-insurgency, hostage-taking, rescue operations, and other special operations. Strategic plans. These are long-range plans that describe the overall goals of the organization. Tactical plans. These are the plans for emergency purposes. These involve planning for specific situations like what are the things to do and not to do in case of hostage taking, jailbreak, and other similar incidents that are totally unanticipated circumstances. Visionary plans. These identify the roles of police in the community together with the aspired condition of the department in the future. Women's Desk. It is the unit established in all police stations throughout the country to administer and attend to cases involving crimes against chastity, sexual harassment, abuses committed against women and children, and other similar offenses.
Ang tanong,
Ano-ano ang mga bagong ranggo sa pambansang pulisya?
ito ang ating update patungkol sa Law Enforcement Administration or Ang tanong,
Ano-ano ang mga bagong ranggo sa pambansang pulisya?
ito ang ating update patungkol sa Law Enforcement Administration or LEA. Ano-ano ba ang mga bagong batas na palituntunin na konektado sa ating pambansang pulisya? Bago yan, basahin muna natin ang sinabi ni Vince Lombardi.
The difference between a successful person and others is not a lack of strength, not a lack of knowledge, but rather a lack of need.
Yan, tama yan. Ang pinaka-importante dyan, lack of will. Look at this. The difference between a successful person and others is not lack of knowledge or lack of strength, but lack of will. Kailangan, if there's a will, there's a way. So, unahin natin ang Republic Act number 11,200. So, ito ang titulo ng batas.
Republic Act number 11,200, dated February 8, 2019. An act providing for the rank classification in the Philippine National Police, amending for the purpose Section 28 of Republic Act number 6975 as amended, otherwise known as the Department of the Interior and Local Government Act of 1990.
Yan. So, pag-uaralan natin dito ang rank classification, yung bagong tawag sa mga ranggo sa Philippine National Police. So, lumabas sa board exam yan noong nakaraan. Ano daw yung bagong tawag dun sa PO tapos 11, dalawang 1. PO 11. Ang tanong natin,
What are the new rank classification in the PNP?
familiar na kayo karamihan dito, di ba? So, under Section 28,
Section 28, Rank Classification. For purposes of clarity of command and responsibility, and for the effective and efficient administration, supervision and control, the rank classification of the uniformed personnel of the PNP shall be as follows.
itong bagong batas na to ay applicable lang sa PNP. Hindi mag-a-apply ito sa BFP or Bureau of Fire Protection o kaya naman sa BJMP or Bureau of Jail Management and Criminology. Mag-a-apply lang itong batas na to sa ating pambansang pulisya. Halimbawa, ang pinakamataas na ranggo sa kasalukuyan ay
Police General.
Police General. Halimbawa, tanungin kayo sa board exam, ano ang dating tawag sa Police General? Yan yung Director General. Diba? Ilang estrella yan? Ilang star? O, yan yung 4 na stars. Diba? Kasi yan ang pinakamataas na mamal. Sabihin natin, pinakamataas na rango sa police. So ngayon, Police General na, hindi Director General. Dati kasi ang tawag Director General. Parang sa PDEA. Di ba sa PDEA, yung Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency, ang tawag nila sa pinakamataas, Director General. So ngayon, ginawa nilang Police General. Ang susunod na rango dyan ay 3-star General na sinasabi. Ano ba yung 3-star General? Ano na ang bagong tawag dyan? Police Lieutenant General. Yan yung tinatawag dati na Deputy Director General. Ngayon, ang tawag, Police Lieutenant General. 3 stars.
Police Major General.
Police Major General. Ang dating tawag sa Police Major General ay Director. Ilan ang star ng Police Major General? 2. 2 lang. Police Major General. Yan yung ranggo ng NCRP o Chief, National Capital Region Police Office, Police Major General. Yan din ang ranggo ng mga direktor ng ating operational or administrative support units. Halimbawa, yung CIDG, Criminal Investigation Detection Group. Ang ranggo ng pinuno or hepe ng CIDG ay Police Major General. 2 estrella or bituin. Susunod, 1 star, Police Brigadier General. Yan yung tinatawag nila dati na Chief Superintendent. Chief Superintendent. Isa lang ang estrella. Nakuha? Isa lang ang estrella. Usually, yan ang ranggo ng mga regional director. Halimbawa, regional director ng Calabarzon Police. Yung Region 4, A. Regional director ng Calabarzon, ang ranggo niyan ay Police Brigadier General. 1 star. Dati ang tawag, Police Chief Superintendent. Ulitin natin ha. Ito yung mga general na ranggo. So, mula sa mababa, ang 1-star general, ang tawag natin, Fiona, ay
Police Brigadier General.
ang dating tawag dyan ay Chief Superintendent. Pag 2 star,
Police Major General.
yan. Ang dati ang tawag ay Director. Pag 3 na ang stars,
Police Lieutenant General.
na ang dating tawag ay Deputy Director General. Deputy Director General. Pero yung pinakamataas, anong bagong tawag?
Police General.
Police General. So, yan yung dati ay Director General. So, malinaw tayo ha. Puro mga general yan ha. From Police Brigadier General to the highest Police General. Punta naman tayo sa mga colonel. Or ang tawag ng iba, colonel. Colonel. Parang yung ranggo ng founder ng KFC. Diba si Colonel Sanders? Police Colonel. So, ang Police Colonel, yan ang dating tawag. Anong tawag sa Police Colonel dati? Mamaya. Sige. Abangan natin kung anong dating tawag. Isa-isayin muna natin. Police Colonel, susunod.
Police Lieutenant Colonel.
Yan. Susunod.
Police Major.
Major.
Police Captain.
And
Police Lieutenant.
yan. Yung Police Lieutenant, yan ang pinakamababa commissioned officer. Yan ang ranggo ng mga bagong graduate sa Philippine National Police Academy. Police Lieutenant. Dati, ang tawag dyan ay Inspector. Inspector. Yung Police Captain, ang dati, ang tawag dyan ay Senior Inspector. Yung Major, yan ay tinatawag dati na, yes, tama kayo, Chief Inspector. Puro Inspector ha. Mula sa Lieutenant, papuntang Major. Tapos yung Lieutenant Colonel, na pagka pinaigsi mo, ang magiging isusulat mo, LTCOL. Diba? LTCOL ha. Lieutenant Colonel. So, dati, ang tawag dyan ay, yes, Superintendent. Superintendent. Tapos ang Police Colonel, dati ang tawag dyan ay Senior Superintendent. Senior Superintendent. Nakuha. Okay. Susunod tayo. Punta na tayo sa non-commissioned officers. Sa non-commissioned officers, ang pinakamataas ay
Police Executive Master Surgeon.
susundan yan ng
Police Chief Master Surgeon.
tapos
Police Senior Master Surgeon.
at
Police Master Surgeon.
yan yung mga ranggo pagdating sa sargento. Yan yung tawag dati. So, isiksik natin, ha? Mula sa pinakamababa, yan ay SPO 1 or Senior Police Officer 1. So, syempre, ang susunod na ranggo natin, yung Senior Master Sergeant, yan yung SPO 2. Tapos, yung Police Chief Master Sergeant, SPO 3. At yung pinakamataas, sa mga sargento, yan yung Police Executive Master Sergeant, SPO 4. So, yan na yung mga bagong tawag sa lumang SPO na ranggo. So, pinakamababa dyan, Police Master Sergeant hanggang Police Executive Master Sergeant. Malinaw yan, ha? Punta na tayo dun sa pinakamababa na ranggo. Mula dito sa Police
Staff Sergeant.
Staff Sergeant. Ginawa na nilang Staff Sergeant yung dati nilang tinatawag na PO3. PO3. Ayan. Kasi sa tunay na buhay, kung mapapansin nyo sa mga stasyon ng police, di ba, lahat tayo nag-on-the-job training or nag-internship dati. So, mapapansin nyo, dati kahit PO3 lang, ang tawag nila, yung mga kasama nila, Sarge. Di ba? Sergeant. Kaya ginawa na lang nila ang Police Staff Sergeant. Pero ang Sergeant talaga, yung SPO1. Di ba? Yun yung Police Master Sergeant na ngayon. Tapos ang sumunod, sa ating mga rango ay
Police Corporal.
ito yung tinanong nung nakaraang board exam, Police Corporal. Kasi ang nakalagay doon, PO11. Actually, ang nakalagay sa board exam, PO11. Yung ganyang 1. So, kala nila PO11. So, ginawa ng mga mga examinees, nagbilang sila ng 11 na rango, PO11. Ano daw yung tawag doon? SPO1, 2, 3, SPO1, SPO4, kaya SPO2, SPO3, SPO4, Inspector, Senior Inspector, Chief Inspector, Superintendent. Kala nila ang tamang sagot, Superintendent, kasi yun yung pang-11 na rango. Walang option or walang choice na Superintendent. Pero may choice na corporal. So, kasi itong parang letter I ito, di ba? Yung PO11 na to. Di ba? Parang letter I yan. Yan yung Roman numeral. Kung natatandaan natin sa ating arithmetic or matematika, di ba ganyan ang pagsulat ng number 1? Yung parang letter I. So, pag pinagsama mo dalawa, ibig sabihin, dalawa, PO2. Ang ibig sabihin yan. Kasi nasanay ang Pinoy na ang sulat natin, pagka PO2, ganito. Diba? Yan, nasanay ang Pinoy dito sa PO2, yung number 2 talaga. Pero, pwede rin namang isulat yan ng PO, tapos Roman numeral na dalawang letter I. So, huwag kayong magpapalito yan. Pag tinanong ulit sa board exam yan, di ba, maulit. Ang tamang sagot ay Police Corporal. Malinaw? Pumunta naman tayo sa pinakamababang nilalang. Yung pinaka sinasabi nilang entrada, entry level. Ayan ay patrol man or patrol woman. Yan yung PO1. PO1 dati. Yung panahon pa ng PC or Philippine Constabulary, ang tawag dun sa pinakamababang rango talaga ay patrolman or patrol woman. Ang tanong,
ano-ano ang mga bagong titulo ng pagsusulit sa ating pambansang pulisya?
Kaugnay sa Republic Act 11,200 ay
NAPOLCOM Resolution Number 2019-477, dated June 14, 2019, provides for the new examination titles and the corresponding rank coverage are as follows.
So, new examination titles. So, ibig sabihin, halimbawa, di ba dati, pagka hindi board passer ng Criminology at gusto talagang magpulis, ang dapat na eligibility ay pasado nung ang tawag ng mga tao, NAPOLCOM exam. Pero hindi naman talaga NAPOLCOM exam ang tamang tawag. Dahil ang tamang tawag yan ay PNP entrance or qualifying exam. Kaya lang nasanay ang tao. Ang tawag nila NAPOLCOM exam. Parang ganito. Pabili ng Pampers, yung EQ diba? Nasanay ang tao, Pampers, pero hinahanap, EQ pala. Pabili ng Colgate, yung close-up So nasanay ang tao doon. So ngayon, meron tayong bagong resolution ng NAPOLCOM dated 2019, June 14, to be exact. So ano ba ang nakapaloob dyan sa bagong resolution ng NAPOLCOM? Ang tanong,
what are the new examination titles and their corresponding rank coverage?
so ibig sabihin, examination titles. At sino ba ang kwalipikado? Ano yung rank coverage patungkol dun sa mga bagong titulo ng mga pagsusulit sa pagkapulis? So, magsimula tayo sa pinakamababa. Halimbawa, kayo, kung maliban sa board exam nating mga criminologists, gusto nyo kumuha ng NAPOLCOM, tawag nila, NAPOLCOM exam. Ang dating tawag dyan ay
Police Entrance or Qualifying Examination.
na ang dati, ang tawag ng mga tao, NAPOLCOM exam. Mali yun. Kailangan tayo bilang nag-aral ng criminology, DS Criminology, dapat tayo, hindi tayo mali dyan. So, ngayon, ang bagong tawag dyan ay
Patrolman or Patrolwoman Qualifying Examination.
yan na ang tawag, patrolman or patrolwoman qualifying exam. Kasi nga, inalign lang nila dun sa bagong batas patungkol sa rank classification. Na ang pinakamababang ranggo ng pulis ay hindi ng PO1, but patrolman or patrolwoman na. So, inalign lang nila. So, pangalawa, yan yung
Police Officer 4th Class Examination.
ang dating tawag yan ay
Police Officer 2 and 3.
So, itong 4th class examination ay para sa mga ranggo ng
Police Corporal and Police Staff Sergeant.
yan. Kasi baka ang tanong sa inyo sa board exam, the police officer 4th class examination is for the rank of baka ang isagot dyan, police officer. Hindi. Kasi nga, luma na yan eh. Ang tamang sagot ay police corporal and police staff sergeant. Ako nga. Halimbawa, yung mga nakapasa ng patrolman or patrolwoman qualifying exam, yan yung para sa patrolman or patrolwoman na dating PO1. Nakapasok ka na, patrolman ka na, patrolwoman ka na. Siyempre, para ma-promote ka, kailangan mong pumasa ng police officer 4th class exam para ma-promote ka ng corporal hanggang staff sergeant yan. Nakuha? Kasi isa sa mga requirements para ma-promote ang isang police ay examination. Ang tawag nila dyan ay eligibility. Eligibility. So, yung eligibility na yan, ito yung exam. So, yan ang tawag Huwag kayong papalito dyan. Tapos yung isa,
Police Officer 3rd Class Examination for Police Master Sergeant, Police Senior Master Sergeant, Police Chief Master Sergeant, and Police Executive Master Sergeant, formerly Senior Police Officer Examination for Senior Police Officer 1 to 4.
di ba? Kanina, ang pinakamababa na natin na rango mo, Police Staff Sergeant. So, para maging kwalipikado ka para sa rango, sa susunod na mataas na rango, yung Police Master Sergeant. Ito, para maging kwalipikado ka dito, sa rango na to, kailangan pumasa ka ng Police Officer 3rd Class Examination. Pagka naipasa mo na yan, yung eligibility na yan ay magagamit mo hanggang sa rango ng Police Executive Master Sergeant. Police Executive Master Sergeant. So, ibig sabihin, 4 na rango pwede mong magamit itong Police Officer 3rd Class Examination. So, una, Police Master Sergeant. Pangalawa, Police Senior Master Sergeant. Pangatlo, Police Chief Master Sergeant. At pang-apat, yung Police Executive Master Sergeant. Yan ang 3rd class examination. Kaya halimbawa, Police Executive Master Sergeant ka na. Yung dating SPO4. So, para ma-promote ka ulit sa susunod na baitang at maging commissioned officer ka na, kailangan mo nang maipasa yung
Police Officer Second Class Examination.
second class examination. Police Officer Second Class Examination. Bakit? Para kanino ba tong second class exam?
For Police Lieutenant and Police Captain, formerly Police Inspector Examination for Inspector and Senior Inspector.
Yan. Para magkaroon ka na ng ranggo dito sa balikat. Diba? Magkaroon ka na ng dahon ng laurel. Pang-adobo. Pag isang dahon, Police Lieutenant. Pag dalawang dahon, Police Captain. Pero kailangan maipatatlong Police Officer Second Class Examination. Halimbawa, Police Captain ka na. Ang susunod na ranggo, Police Major. Para ma-promote ka sa Police Major, kailangan mong pumasa na naman ng isa pang exam. Ang tawag diyan ay
Police Officer First Class Examination for Police Major and Police Lieutenant Colonel, formerly Police Superintendent Examination for Chief Inspector and Superintendent.
yan. Ibig sabihin, pagka pumasa ka ng first class exam, meron ka ng eligibility para ma-promote bilang Police Major. At pwede mong magamit yan hanggang sa rango ng Police Lieutenant Colonel. Yan ang first class examination.
In summary, ito ang mga bagong titulo ng pagsusulit kaalinsabay ng mga bagong ranggo sa ating pambansang pulisya. Patrolman Entrance Exam for Patrolman or Patrolwoman, Police Officer 4th Class Exam for Police Corporal and Police Staff Sergeant, Police Officer 3rd Class Exam for Police Master Sergeant to Police Executive Master Sergeant, Police Officer 2nd Class Exam for Police Lieutenant and Police Captain, Police Officer 1st Class Exam for Police Major and Police Lieutenant Colonel.
Ang tanong,
Ano-anong mga ahensya ang nangangasiwa sa pagsasanay sa PNPA, NTTI at iba pa?
ito ang ating update patungkol sa Law Enforcement Administration or LEA. Ano-ano ba ang mga bagong batas at pagtutunin na konektado sa ating pambansang pulisya?
Republic Act No. 11,279, dated April 12, 2019.
Tungkol saan naman to?
An act transferring the Philippine National Police Academy or the PNPA and the National Police Training Institute or the NPTI from the Philippine Public Safety College or PPSC.
Posibleng itanong to. So ano bang nakalagay dyan? Diba, dun sa ating binasa kanina, ito yung Philippine Public Safety College. Ano ba yung PPSC na yan? Yan ang premier educational training institutions para dun sa mga gustong mag-police, mag-bumbero, o mag-jail officer. Yung tri-bureaus. Dati, ang PNPA, dyan sa Silang Cavite, ang PNPA at yung NPTI, dati under yan ng PPSC. Ano bang meron sa PNPA? Ang PNPA, yan ang akademya or paaralan ng mga gustong maging opisyal kagad. Halimbawa, high school graduate, qualified yan. Pag gusto mong maging opisyal kagad, mag-aaral ka lang dyan sa PNPA, 4 na taon, pagka-graduate mo, ang pinakamababang ranggo mo kagad ay Police Lieutenant. Kung papasok ka sa PNP, pagka sa jail naman, sa BJMP, Jail Inspector. Pagka sa BFP naman, or Bureau of Fire Protection, Fire Inspector, ang initial rank sa pagpasok. Ano naman tong NPTI, or the National Police Training Institute? Yung NPTI naman, na under din ng PPSC dati, yan naman yung nagkakandak ng training para sa mga gustong maging patrol woman or patrolman. So, ibig sabihin, mula sa PO1 dati hanggang sa Police Executive Master Sergeant. Ibig sabihin sa mga non-commissioned officer, from patrolman hanggang police executive master sergeant. Yung PNPA naman para sa police commissioned officer. At tandaan nyo yan ha, para hindi kayo malito ha, yan dati. Yung PNPA and NPTI dati under ng Philippine Public Safety College. Kaya lang, sa bagong batas, nandiyan din yan sa ating memory aid na libro, sa LEA, sa bagong batas, April 12, 2019 lang, RA 11,279, yung PNPA at yung NPTI wala na sa PPSC. Pag tinanong kayo sa board, saan nagpunta yan? Sino na ngayon ang may control ng PNPA at NPTI? Di walang iba kundi ang PNP, Philippine National Police. So sila na mismo ang nagpapatraining sa mga taga-PNPA at NPTI. Nakuha, tanong, bakit nangyari yan? Dahil nung mga nakataraang mga taon, nagkaroon ng issue na karamihan ng nasasangkot sa corruption at sa mga hindi magagandang ugali ng mga bagong pulis. Bagong pulis, ibig sabihin, kung non-commissioned officer, yan yung mga dating PO1 na graduate ng NPTI. At yung mga bagong officer na graduate ng PNPA or police lieutenant na, dati kasi merong mga pag-aaral at statistika na nagsasabi na pagka mga bagong pulis, marami ang nasasangkot sa corruption at hindi magagandang pagkilos o paggawa. So ngayon, sinisisi nila, kasi naman sabi ng mga taga-PNP, yung mga generals, kasi hindi naman kami ang nagpapakandak ng training yan eh. Ang nagpapakandak ng training ng PNP at NPTI ay PPSC. Kaya daw, may problema sa training. Dahil doon, gumawa ng batas ang ating kamara. Ginawa nila, transfer na nila. Ganun ba? Sige, ita-transfer na natin ang pagpapatraining ng PNPA at NPTI sa PNP na mismo. Para pag gumawa ng katarantaduhan yung bagong police, wala na tayong sisisihin kundi yung PNP mismo. Kasi kayo na nagtatrain dyan eh. So, yun naman ang nangyaring konsekwensya sa paglipat ng supervision at control mula sa PPSC papunta ng PNP. Dahil nawala na ang PNPA at NPTI sa PPSC, ang susunod na tanong natin ay, what are the remaining elements of PPSC? Ano daw yung mga natitira pang elemento or bumubuo sa PPSC? Kasi nawala na yung PNPA at yung NPTI. Basa?
Philippine Public Safety College. The PPSC is composed of the following. Number 1, National Police College or NPC. Number 2, National Fire Training Institute or the NFTI. Number 3, National Jail Training Institute or the NJTI.
At pangapat?
National Forensic Science Training Institute or the NFSTI.
So, apat na lang dahil nawala na yung dalawa. Yung PNPA at yung National Police Training Institute. Ano bang mandato netong apat na to? So, itong NPC or National Police College, diyan naman magte-training yung mga police commissioned officer. Diba? Halimbawa, saan nga nagte-training yung mga police non-commissioned officer? Sa NPTI, National Police Training Institute. Tapos yung police lieutenant naman, graduate naman sila sa PNPA. So halimbawa, ito na, police lieutenant na sila. O kaya, tapos na sila sa NPTI. So gusto na nila maging kapitan, police captain. Pag gusto na nila maging police captain, dito sila magte-training sa National Police College. National Police College. Yung mga susunod naman,
National Fire Training Institute or the NFTI.
ano naman yung National Fire Training Institute? Diyan naman magte-training yung mga gustong maging Fire Officer 1 hanggang Senior Fire Officer 4. Ibig sabihin mga fire non-commissioned officer. Ako ba?
National Jail Training Institute or the NJTI.
Ibig sabihin dyan naman magte-training yung mga gustong maging jail officer. Jail officer naman yan. So, ibig sabihin, BJMP, Bureau of Jail Management and Penology. Itong isa, yung pangalawa, dyan naman yung Bureau of Fire Protection. Kaya na, para pag tinanong kayo, alam niyo yung mga sasagot ha. Ito, magsisimula sa Fire Officer 1, yung National Fire Training Institute ha. Kung gusto mo maging FO1, dyan ka mag-training. Ito naman, gusto mo maging JO1, dito ka sa National Jail Training Institute. Kasi kung gusto mo maging Fire Lieutenant or Fire Inspector, o kaya naman Jail Inspector, saan ka magte-training? Diba? Sa PNPA. Sa PNPA, kahit PNP yung nakalagay dito sa PNPA, pang Fire Inspector yan at pang Jail Inspector. Pero kung dito ka sa non-commission, dito ka sa National Fire Training Institute or National Jail Training Institute. So malinaw yan ha. Susunod na training institute ay
National Forensic Science Training Institute or the NFSTI.
Kaya pag gusto mo lang mag-specialist, forensic science, dito ka na magte-training. Yan ang mga natitirang elemento ng Philippine Public Safety College. NPC, NFTI, NJTI, and NFSTI.
Number 1, Rafael Garofalo. Number 2, Paul Topinard. Number 3, Bonger. 4, Alphonse Bertillon. 5, Charles Goring. 6, Howard. 7, William Penn. 8, Sixto de Leon. Number 1, Rafael Garofalo. Number 2, Paul Topinard. Number 3, Bonger. 4, Alphonse Bertillon. 5, Charles Goring. 6, Howard. 7, William Penn. 8, Sixto de Leon. 9, Santa Teresa Fernandez and Gabao. 10, Republic Act Number 11131. 11, both A and B. 12, deferred. 13, 2 years. 14, 80%. 15, criminology. 16, sociology of law. 17, penology. 18, feminist. 19, victimology. 20, criminalistics. 21, criminalist. 22, criminologist. 23, criminogenic. 24, Abrahamsen. 25, logomacy. 26, criminal demography. 27, anthropology. 28, corporate culture model. 29, etiology of crime. 30, subjective. 31, anthropological. 32, physiognomy. 33, phrenology. 34, medical. 35, psychiatric. 36, physiological. 37, psychoanalytical. 38, objective. 39, geographic. 40, ecological. 41, socio-cultural. 42, demonological. 43, classical. 44, lex talionis. 45, that a man is subdued occasionally by a strange and morbid phenomenon which constrains him to do wrong in spite of or contrary to his own volition. 46, it considers the mental condition of the perpetrator and it does not focus on the injury caused by the commission of crime. 47. Cesar Bonesara Marquese de Beccaria. 48. Bentham. 49. Neoclassical. 50. That the basis of criminal liability is human free will. 51. Cesar Lombroso. 52. Cesar Beccaria. 53. Ferry. 54. Garofalo. 55. Human ecology. 56. Cooperation. 57. David Emile Durkheim. 58. Anomy. 59. Criminality is a manifestation of psychological conflict and a criminal behavior in a form of neurosis. 60. Somatotyping. 61. Ernest Kretschmer. 62. Asthenic. 63. Athletic. 64. Picnic. 65. William Sheldon. 66. Endomorphy. 67. Ectomorphy. 68. Mesomorphy. 69. Differential association. 70. Edwin Sutherland. 71. Strain theory. 72. Merton. 73. Containment. 74. Social conflict. 75. Socialist. 76. Subculture. 77. Differential opportunity. 78. Instrumental. 79. Neutralization. 80. Felony. 81. Offense. 82. Infraction. 83. Technique. 84. Desire. 85. Opportunity. 86. Capability. 87. Acquisitive. 88. Extinctive. 89. Instant. 90. Rational crimes. 91. Irrational crimes. 92. White collar. 93. Malicious harassment. 94. Criminal. 95. Acute. 96. Professional. 97. Accidental. 98. Habitual. 99. Active aggressive. 100. Passive inadequate.